to the track of these.
Weymouths, out in the Boston way. Gene Weston from Warwick in the 00. Ray LeBrun in the 34 from Hope, Rhode Island. Larry DeGasse from Taunton in the... That I don't have, do you? Got the 59 out there, but that, I don't have that. 73. 94. We have 94, yeah. And then the 70. 59. Okay, we don't have the 27. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, we don't have the 27. He didn't show. All right. A real big crowd as they come out of that fourth turn. Remember, they've only had one night of racing, and they're still trying to work it around. Fellas, it's too tight out the backstretch. 3 in the corner. Look out. 3 in the corner. It doesn't fit. Down the main straightaway, still 3 deep. As they go after Al Clements. Al Clements is keeping it on. Al Clements with that car number 72. He's being challenged by the 82 Scott Sundin. Clements is trying to hold on the 00 of Gene Weston. He's doing a little bit of smoking when he gets into it hard. He gets off it coming into the turns. He smokes all the way through the turns. Right there, now it'll stop smoking again. And then you back off, it starts to smoke. Let's hope it's not engine time for that 00 automobile. The 08, a little bit side saddle, Russ Bryant. It's halfway as the starter, halfway. As Al Clements in the lead. The 82 Scott Sundin continues to challenge. Russ Bryant sitting there very comfortably in the 08. It looks like that 00 is going to smoke all the way around. Let's hope that it holds together for the lad. Al Clements continuing to push it harder and harder as he comes round and round and round. Is this car there too?
Yes.
Okay. With 2 laps to go, the 72 automobile of Al Clements continuing to lead with the 82 Scott Sundin right on his back bumper. Ooh, look at that tire all the way around on the 59. He's got a handling problem on that. White flag coming out, white flag. Now the 82 trying to get under him. The 82 trying to get under him as Al is trying to keep that 72 in tight. Al's trying to keep the 72 in tight, but the tighter he comes in, the slower he goes. So look out, coming out of the turn, can he keep it down in tight? As the 82 of Sundin trying, but no, Al Clements wins it. And Sundin second with the 08 third. The 00 Gene Weston is fourth, and the 36 automobile of Jeff Sutzman finishing in 5th spot. Well, there you have your first of your street divisions. The street division, of course, is the strictly stock for autographs and pictures in 94's HJY Victory Lane right now. So get over there and get yourself an autograph of a picture of Rick Martin. If you want to stop by below in the photography booth and pick up a picture of Rick. Rick will be there for a few more minutes at the New England Tech 94 HJY Victory Lane right now, posing for pictures. And get over there and get a picture with Rick. Well, ready to go again with the second one. We have car number 110, Kevin, here to home with the truck car, and you always take that chance. You want to make sure it's really on good. They had the trailer ball broke right off, sheared right off. Well, there's the green flag, and the 110 is in the lead. The 110 of Kevin Follen in the lead and off and running with Pete Fernandez. Pete Fernandez is ready to give him a bad time. So is Bobby Betancourt. Hold on to that car way out in the back end. That's Robert Demers, and he's got problems handling with that car number 30. Bobby's got problems with that automobile, trying to get it around the Danny's Auto Body car. As the 110 being challenged by Pete Fernandez. Kevin Follen in the Donald Speed Pies automobile. Lee Silva's trucking. And the JR Precast, number 28. He's trying to get around. As Betancourt staying right with them. Betancourt staying right in there in that number 21 automobile. Williston Auto Electric 21. We got a black flag coming out for somebody. We'll see if we can figure out who. As Kevin Follen in the 110 continuing to show the way around. Here's Kevin Poland with Pete Fernandez. It must be the 63. Must be a problem with Kenny Spencer. Kenny Spencer pulling out. Kenny comes from Taunton, and he evidently was the one that they had the black flag for. Might have been losing fluid. It's halfway mark for Kevin Poland. Now Betancourt is making his move, and so is that 81 car of Jimmy Lawrence. Jimmy Lawrence is out there. Betancourt is a little bit squirrely. They almost get underneath Poland. They got Poland out there. Look out. Poland trying to correct. And Poland tries to correct as the 21 of Betancourt is out there. He's burning a tire too. Look at the 53 of Scott Serendinski. We got quite a race for the lead right now, as Poland still has that hot tire and cannot get it back into the groove. The 99 gets sideways with the 65 car as Mark Pierce gets the 99 into run on the road. And your leader is Bobby Betancourt. Williston Electric 21 takes over the lead. That 21 takes over the lead, and the Lakara Sowersby 81 of Jimmy Lawrence up around the outside. He's going for that second spot. Boom! As Kevin Poland really had his work cut out for him to keep that 110 going straight with that tire getting hot. Betancourt throwing that 21 sideways into the turn, drawing off a pretty good lead in this second heat on the street stock division. Coming across the line, it is Bobby Betancourt from Tiverton, Rhode Island. Junior's Auto Supply and Williston Auto Electric sponsored automobile. Glancing over in the second turn area, besides our beautiful, incredibly handsome towing crews that are there and our infield track crew, we also have a sign that's giving you all kinds of information all the way along. So if you have information you want to find out about, look up at it right now. It's telling us all about Wins Extend. Wins Extend, and now it's professional formula. Whoop, come on. Products for all. It's right behind it. You know, it is behind the only pole in the place that blocks my view. I can't see it. Okay. Street. In the street stock feature, we go with the third street stock heat, and the green is down. Our 50th season, right here. All in the family. All in the family. Our 50th season. It's the 86 of Mike Camara. Mike is in the lead. Amity Harmon. Oh boy, a lot of bumping and grinding going on right now. Hold on to that 80 car as he's way out wide, carrying the 6 of Steve Blaze out with him. That 80 car does not like to get in tight. He and Steve Blaze going at it together. Amity Harmon trying to get around him in the 40 car. As your leader is the 86, the Everett Auto Parts, Mike Camara. Little jam going into that first turn. You can see that one coming. Hold on to that 05. Straighten it out, straighten it out, straighten it out. There we go, down the back stretch. No, not quite yet. He's still got the tire burning. What happens if the tire gets too hot? You can't cool it down. It's the halfway mark coming up. The halfway mark coming up. And it looks like we got a black coming out for somebody. Black flag coming out for somebody. And it's for the 85. Okay, they don't want him to crash up after he loses that tire. The tire is burning. Amity Harmon is putting the pressure on car number 16 Blaze for the second spot. Amity's trying to get down the inside as Blaze is on the outside. And that BG Racing automobile. There's the black flag going to the 85 again. That's Tommy Scholler. They don't want him to wreck the car, you know. Here's your leader, the 86. It's the Mike Camara automobile. Amity is settled in a second spot, in pretty good shape in that 40 automobile. Still got a lot going on behind him. Is Chris Robinson, the 91 car. He's trying to get that thing to go in a straight line. They're sliding it through the turn like they're on dirt. Chris McGee in that white number 24. Chris is making up time right now as he brings that Edgartown powered automobile. Oh, the 91 around backwards. Can he get the Gooseberg going? Then around backwards, then he gets it going. out, and there's the big checker will be coming out right out of this turn. And it's going for, hold on, Hamasi gets going, but not quite enough. Mike Camara wins it. Hamasi Harmon second. Steve Blaze is third, and the 24, Chris McGee finishing in fourth spot. And where else, I don't know. But that's your third heat of the street division. Nancy Sherman will be bringing them right out here on New England Tech 94 HJY night. And don't forget, if you have filled out an application for, one of those for the drawing you have to get it back over there right now, because they'll be giving away that key tonight at intermission time. But you have to don't keep the application with you. Get it back over there and get it turned in to 94 HJY right over at Victory Lane right now. And let's see what's happening now. Nancy Sherman, she's from Lakeville. Nancy is going to have car number 67. Looking for it. This is the fourth of the street heats. And we're racing. As Mother Nature is really shining it tonight. Nancy's trying to keep Rob Rotundo at bay, but Rob is able to get a lot of that car under as the 67 gets a little wide in the turns. Now Rob is going a little faster, and he's a little wide in the turn. He was coming into the turn high and out of the turn low. And that's how he got under there. Watch the blue car trying to take the red one. Nancy's a little wide. Now she'll cut across tight here, where the 46 will stay out there. Rob will try to, oh, not this time, he burns the rubber. He burns the rubber out the outside. And that means he's going to lose his handles for at least half a lap, maybe more. That puts Gary DeGaspari in a much better spot as Gary gets underneath that 46 of Rob Rotundo. Gary driving that inside track all the way around. As Rotundo was trying to square it away, and then all of a sudden had a tire burn, and that's the end of the handles for that automobile. As the 96 of Sparky, he's having real problems there in the back end. Look at this, coming through the turns. Look at this. As for the 71 of Gary Gaspari, he decided he's going to go all the way down the inside. He's going to stay there, and so is Matt Dewey. Now, Nancy says, no, I'm going to shut the door. But they still stay 3 deep all the way around. As your leader is now Gary DeGaspari. Jerry has got the lead, and Matt Dewey is now leading on Nancy Sherman through the turns. Here comes the one of Louis Rotundo. Woo! Everybody's having fun out there tonight. A warning on somebody here. I don't know who got the warning, but it looks like maybe the 25. Your leader is Jerry DeGaspari Jr., and Matt Dewey is second with 2 laps to go, and Louis Rotundo in the 1 has come through, passing Nancy Sherman. Dave Furtado in that 25, he's flying up through the traffic. Really side saddle all the way around. Yellow flag coming out as Pete Rhoda manages to get the 41 in backwards with a blown tire. His blown left rear tire. Jerry DeGaspari Jr. is on the pole. Where's the white flag comes out? It's all up for grabs now. Louis Rotundo down the inside, and Louis has got the Arcan Spring number 1 really flying. Hold on, the 96 goes through the infield again, but he gets through there all right. As the 71 of Jerry DeGaspari crossed the line, and look at what happened. Lou Rotundo was able to keep down and tight, and I think he took home the bacon for that heat, as Jerry couldn't quite get that 71 down in there tight. All right. Wild time here on this New England Tech 94 HJY9. Who we got here now? Sportsman. Our pretty division. Whether I need it or not, I got it. Our beautiful Sportsman division. We were remarking out there the pits. What a gorgeous division. This is a middle division here at the Seekonk Speedway. 10 automobiles all vying for starting positions in the Sportsman qualifying event. The green is out. And very, very quickly, Doug Moreau trying to close the door on Steve Taylor. But Moreau does it by moving ahead. Scott Estrella stays on the outside. That outside row stays moving. Okay, I did one Alfred. How many am I supposed to do? I did one Alfred. How many am I supposed to do?
I would do when you feel like it.
Oh, okay.
One's plenty. One is plenty.
Okay, I did one. I did what this is. This one. Yeah, this one. And Doug Moreau, he's out there in front. The 53 of Steve Taylor, he's trying to hold on to it now as Steve is being challenged by the 45 of Scott Estrella. And look at that 12 car, that's Bobby Pellin. Bobby's all over the racetrack with it, but he's moving forward at the same time. That 12 car is all over the place. He's got a tiger by the tail, but he's able to control it and keep it moving forward as the rear end is kicking out bad. The car is really, really cutting in tight in the corners. Pellin has got that thing moving fast. With halfway down, Pellin and Estrella continue to battle it out. A little bit of contact, they back it off. In the lead is Doug Moreau. Doug Moreau's got that red number 19 and he's got it motivating. He's staying out in front, well out in front. The 29, he's burning a little bit into the turns and he's having trouble getting it through. 29 of Richard Wisher, he's got a little bit more design work to be done on the handling there. Estrella staying underneath. Estrella having to drive a very, very tight race with that 12 car on the outside. Estrella burns a tire that time, and that will cost Estrella the position as Estrella's starting to heat that outside rear tire up. And Pellin moves in to third spot with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Doug Moreau, Steve Taylor, Bobby Pellin, and Scott Estrella. All strongly competitive right now in this first Sportsman heat. And it's across the line for the Sonnet's Doug Moreau. Doug Moreau bringing the Broda machine. Bobby Pellin Jr. managed to hang on to that number 12 car as he had like trying to drive a locomotive by twisting the headlight for a while there for him, but he managed to hold on to third spot and kept it competitive all the way around. It was a tough job. Dana Willis is on hand for the pole. That's a pretty thing, isn't it? Car number 55. Dana comes to us from Hanson with Ray Alexander in the 4 car to be outside. Ray comes from Barrington, Rhode Island. Where's the 4 car?
Because I keep moving.
Looking for the green, and it's green. We're racing. As Dana Willis trying to bring him around. Dana Willis in the 55. Hold on, Joe Perry's got that number 3 really flying. Whoa! Is it tight racing out there? Car number 4. Ray Alexander, Joe Perry. Wheel to wheel and down the backstretch. Alexander to the outside. Corey Boudreau. The 21 trying to make it up. As Dana Willis in the 55. Dana's got problems in the 55. Very, very much problems as Ray went by him like he was backing up. Now he's picked up again. Ray Alexander. Now Corey's getting by him. Not as fast as Ray did, but he's staying with him. He's off and on. Now we're 3 in the turn, look out. Anything can happen here. As that 55 up and down, speed-wise. Now it's off again. And it carried Corey Boudreau back with him. Back 3, 4 positions. As your leader is car number 4, Ray Alexander. Joe Perry Jr. Oh, the 31 is about ready to go to lunch. Jeff Goodrow's got a serious oil leak. Oh, the 6 down the inside. Ken Coleman down the inside of 55, the hard way. Your leader is car number 4, Ray Alexander. Joe Perry Jr. running in second spot with the 08 of Murray is third. Murray is third.
Thank you. What time's on this, what do you call it, lineup? Can you stop it now at this point?
The 08 staying right with him. As look down the inside now. Joe Perry in the 3. Down the inside. Joe Perry and Ray Alexander side by each. Into the turn, out of the turn. It's Joe Perry takes over the lead. Joe Perry takes over the lead. Alexander slips back into second spot. Gives a little thank you, ma'am, to Joe Perry. As the 08 with 2 laps to go. The 08, Rob Murray. Showing in third spot. Corey finally gets the 21 up in the 4th as he had a lot of problems getting around everybody back there. White flag coming out. White flag coming out for Joe Perry. The Viveras car number 3. Joe Perry with the 4 automobile, Ray Alexander. Whoa, Ray is swinging it out, snapping the whip. It's all over now. It's all over now as the 3 of Joe Perry with the 4 of Ray Alexander. He might have been throwing oil all the way around. Things got very, very greasy. No reason. You got in. You signed in with? Getting ready to go with the 3rd heat in the Sportsman division. 3rd heat in the Sportsman division with Billy Manchester on the pole.
Ron Manfredo gets ready to go, and it drops. Billy Manchester, that 95 Rainbow Rental automobile, doing a fine job of getting right on the lead there. And the back is tight as the 9-car. Paul Vanessa gets a little loose, brings it back in, and the race is going on now for 2nd and 3rd position. 22, Bobby Leclerc made his way up, and he's drafting behind the 95 car. Bill Manchester trying to make his move on the outside. Leclerc's got the power to do it. We'll see if, and sideways, just a little bit loose goes Manchester, holding him off. Leclerc takes advantage. He takes the lead. That's Bobby Leclerc in that 42. Whoa! Manchester gets sideways, just bumped by Paul Vanessa in the 9 car. I think Bill Manchester, correct me if I'm wrong here, Power, but Bill Manchester actually started slowing down when he got bumped by the number 9 car, Paul Vanessa. Leclerc, that 42 car, Paul Vanessa in the 9 car, Manchester now in the back of the pack, or just about. It's the 0 car, Tom Fanera behind him. Bobby Leclerc has got wide open spaces. The 9 of Vanessa, the 89 car. Ron Reed trying to get underneath, can't do it. And of course, Tom Scully in that 7 automobile went sideways. 95 again. Turn 2 is Bill Manchester again. And taking with him is the 18 of Steve Ribby. We're back on the yellow. Our 2nd caution for this 3rd Sportsman Division heat here at Seekonk Speedway.
Because they have people walking away with them.
We're back under green. Leclerc. The 89 of Ron Reed. Tom Scully making his move now, looking for 3rd position in this heat. Scully in that 7 car running very, very well. Always running hard. Bobby Leclerc really maintaining position though. He's got about a car and a half length between he and Reed in that 89 car. Vanessa's dropped back, and there's a big space between Vanessa and the 43 automobile of Ken Kohler Jr. Ken Kohler trying to keep off the back of the pack, doing the best he can. Scully making his move around, trying to get around Vanessa as we reach our halfway point. Running very well, very smoothly, except for a couple of incidents with Billy Manchester in that 95 car. Tim Fanera, excuse me, the 0, not doing very well at wide open space. Nothing but clean air for that man. Everybody pretty much hanging on to positions.
He's trying one-handed with his arm out. He knows it's not handed. See where he's got his arm? Look at it. He just...
Jim Power just made a tremendous observation. That number 0 car, Tim Finera, is basically driving it one-handed. He's really not handling it well at all. And I think he's just taking this opportunity to collect data to get back to his pit crew. 2 laps. 2 laps to complete this third Sportsman heat. Look there, your current leader. 89. Ron Reed, number 9 of Vanessa, and wrapping up the top 4 is number 7, Tom Scully of Warwick, with 1 lap to go. And then mid-pack is getting a little bit loose here. The 18 car, but Steve Ribby just hanging in tight. Billy Manchester staying cautious, of course, down the end. And we've got our checker flag. Number 42 car, Bobby Leclerc, takes your Sportsman heat here at Seekonk Speedway.
Pete, one of the nice things about the drawing for the entry blank tonight, you must return it now. Get it back over there.
Absolutely.
And you know, I'm sorry, you know you were mentioning a set of wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you have a set of wheels, but what a spare tire comes on that Dodge truck. That Dodge pickup truck with that big V8. That's not the one, by the way, they're giving away. That has not arrived yet. That's got special equipment on it. It's being built right now. But for a spare tire on that Dodge, you look in the back, and there's that Harley 1200 Sportster. Goes with it. Both pieces.
It's an unbelievable spare machine lashed to the back of that van, that truck. And it's going to be a tremendous summer for 94 HJY, the New England Tech, and of course, race band. And we're underway for our Pro Stock heat. And immediately, without a lap complete, they get sideways going into turn 1. We're under yellow. And it's dropped. They're underway again, and here comes turn right in that 84 automobile, bringing up the rear of the field. And oh, they're getting a little sideways down low. That 94 car, Rick Martin, trying to make his way, getting up into the top 3, but it's held off. The doors closed behind him by the 41 car of Lenny Ellis. Caparco in that 00, doing everything he can to hang on to that lead. Caparco, it's the 74 of Blanchard and the 41 of Ellis, and they do the bumping run. It's sideways. Sideways in the back straight goes the number 46 car of Jeff Thompson, but he hangs on, almost taking out the 99 of Blaine Dion. Very close call. Some tremendous driving skills put to use there in that back straight. Caparco, Blanchard in that 74, and Len Ellis in the 41. They started out your top 3. They are currently your top 3 leaders. And Rick Martin, who started out on the outside of the 3rd row, is trying to make his way, at least breaking the top 5. He does it. Martin bumping a little bit. Again, they almost get sideways. That number 18 automobile. Martin is running very hard tonight. He's got a lot to prove. This is 94 HJY New England Tech Night, and those are his primary sponsors in that car. Wayne Dion, the 99, came in low and steady, trying to find the groove. Difficult thing right now in this heat. James Whitehead in that 56 automobile, and of course Henry Serrigano in the 8. Sideways in that same location. Boy, I'll tell you, a very difficult spot on the track right there. The 81 car, that brings out another. They're lined up and looking great. We've got the green. That 74 car trying to make his move around Lenny Ellis in the 41. We'll see if Dave Blanchard can do it. Caparco still holding on tight to that lead, though. And we were talking about Rick Martin. He's trying trying to make his way, but I'll tell you, the door keeps getting shut on him. Tex Barry Jr. in that 18 car. New colors for Tex this year. And now the field begins to open up. Oh! Whoa! The bump and grind goes on with Rick Martin in the 94 car and 74 Dave Blanchard. He sent Martin back a couple of spaces. With 2 laps to go, Jim, I'll tell you, they're running pretty hard. I mean, considering this is just a heat. I still think that they need as much data as they can gather to see what these cars can do, as they still try to tweak them and tune them. Whoa, sideways! I'll tell you, that number 74 car, Blanchard really having a difficult time making it. 1 lap to go.
I think Blanchard is on and off, on and off. I think there's something happening with that car.
We're
Speed
looking
is
for
on
the
and off.
checker. It's Caparco. Ellis in the 18 car of Tex Barry Jr. takes the win in our first Pro Stock heat. Okay, Jim, we're ready now. This is the second of the division. Of course, the Pro Stocks we're talking about here. That number 64 car on the pole is George Rigo. On the outside of that first row is the number 33 car, Ray Lee, looking for him to come on up. Tony Dias Jr. with a brand new sponsor this year, Albert's Furniture, in that 22 car, sleek black automobile. The number 1 car, Dick Houlihan. 23 of Steve Channing. Looking for the 88 car, Bobby Tripp, to come on out.
Coming out. He's in. Red car.
And of course, that's Fred Estelle Jr. Start from the tail end of the pack. It's Mike Cavallaro. We're underway. There's the green. Whoa, Rigo really getting in tight. He started drifting up high, and things got a little bit loose in the top 3 there. Rigo in that 64 car, you pole position. With the 33 car, Ray Lee really battling it out. And Ray Lee making his move. He's done it. But I'll tell you, Rigo's getting sideways. He's doing everything he can to keep it on. He's running very hard, very aggressively. And now he's doing a little landscaping. And to the rear of the field goes George Rigo in that 64 car. Ray Lee in the 31, Houlihan in the number 1 car. 88 car, Bob Tripp, as Tony Dias gets a warning in that 22 automobile.
64.
And there's Rigo again. It brings us for our first caution. Rigo gets sideways in that 64 car. I didn't see it from this vantage point,
All
Jim.
by himself. Just
3 laps, 3 complete.
And we're underway again. There's Ray Lee being challenged by Houlihan in that 1 automobile with the 88 car, Bobby Tripp. Going way high. These guys are really running hard, Jim. I'll tell you, they're going 3 deep now. Bobby Tripp rates back a little bit, giving some clearance, but I'll tell you, it's a drag race between the 33 car Lee and the 1 car Dick Houlihan.
We're watching Manny Dias in the 29. He got right up against the wall in the backstretch. I don't know where he was going, but he was a lot wider than he was. Look at the 48 got way out there. I'm wondering if it's a little slippery coming up that second turn.
And they go 3 deep coming out of turn 4. Oh my goodness, it's Houlihan in the 1 car, 33, and Tripp in that 88. Everybody is challenging Lee in that 33 car as they go 3 deep again into turn 4. This is unbelievable.
87 to the pits.
And into the pits goes that 87 car, Mike Cavallaro, who again elected to start at the rear of the field. He was scheduled to start on the outside of the 4th row. And now they're trying to find the groove, but I'll tell you, oh, sideways, 2 cars sideways. The 23 started going sideways, the Channing, and also the 10 car.
Black flag for the 22. And the starter gives a black flag to the 22 automobile.
It looked like the 22 started to lose it.
8 laps.
We're back underway, Jim. And that's the 88 car, Bobby Tripp, who started on the outside of the 3rd row, has made himself up now to 1st position in this heat race. Oh, they go 3 deep again, going into turn 3. This is an amazing sight. And Tripp just through to 3rd 13.37 lap. 13 seconds, 13.37 seconds. Very, very fast speeds here at Seekonk Speedway. That translates to 67.31 miles per hour.
So he's going to be doing 90 down the straightaways.
And now the field in the top three is wide open. Ray Lee in the 33, sewing that up. That 25 automobile of Kevin Knapp is beautiful this season. Not running very well, but I'll tell you, it sure looks good.
Bert's dropping out again. Bert's got problems.
Yep, there's Estelle. He's got the hood off for easy access, I would assume, as we get down to 2 laps to go. Estelle in that 48 car is going to get off to the pits. Houlihan in that 1 car challenging the 88 car of Tripp on the inside of that group. 33 car of Ray Lee in 3rd position. Good 3 car lengths behind. There really is no race for 2nd and 3rd position at this point. Excuse me, for 3rd and 4th position. As we looking for the checker flag, who's it going to be? It's Bobby Tripp in the 88 car, followed by Houlihan in the 1 car and Ray Lee in the 33 automobile. Oh, did I say Jim? No, I said Kong.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Jim the Giant Crab. Pete, it's Mike Cope in car number 4 and car number 9 is the consolation event for the street division. The car number 9, Mike Hope from Rehoboth, will be on the pole. Joe Cadera from Tiverton, Rhode Island, will be outside pole in the 43 car. Keith Barrow from the 38 from South Attleboro, and Scott LaBelle in the 80 from Taunton. Ray LeBrun from Hope, Rhode Island in the 34. Jason Sinertius, the 06 car. He's from Fiskville, Rhode Island. Charlie Mott from Centerville in the 94. The 05 is Eddie Plant from Attleboro. Lee Parmenter from North Attleboro in car number 70. Rob Kohler in the 4 from Warwick, Rhode Island. Jose Federo in the... It's easy to figure. Look out, here's the green flag, we're going. Jeff Letterman does not belong in this one, does he? No, he belongs in the next one. What's he doing in this one? Number 120 come out of the pits at the end. He doesn't belong in this one. We got the 9, Mike Hope, trying to hold on to that lead. It looks like the 80 lost a tire. He's going into the pits. The 38 gets on. Oh, hang on in there. It is crowded in that front row. That's Mike Hope and Cadera. Cadera is way out sideways. Keith Barrow gets the 38 up in the 2nd spot. The 06 of Jason Sinertia is sitting there in 3rd spot as well now. As the 43 of Joe Cadera cools down, gets back into the action. Mike Hope still has the lead. Mike Hope still has the lead with Keith Barrow trying to take over. But look out for that 06 of Jason Sinertia as he's trying to keep Joe Cadera behind him. We probably only have 3 to qualify. I think only 3 are going to qualify. Yeah, Waterman's going to get black flag because he's in the wrong race. Waterman in the 120 is going to get black flag because he's in the wrong race. He doesn't belong in this race. Give me a number. Looks like the 52 has lost a tire. Rich Viveras has lost a front tire. We got a black flag on the 43. I think he's losing fluid. I think Joe Cadera is losing some kind of fluid if he can get down the backstretch. Keep it running. Whoa, the 59 is totally out of control. 59 is totally out of control. Can he get it back under control again? And he's rocking from side to side. Look. Your leader is the 38, Keith Barrow. Keith Barrow has the lead. Mike Hope running in 2nd spot. Mike Hope gets tapped into the infield. Jason Sinertia had to back off out of there as he's burning a tire now. Jason Sinertia in the 06 burning that inside rear. Look at it go. That's going to cost him as that tire is he can't get through the turns at all with it. The 05 of Eddie Plant has moved into that 3rd spot. Remember, 3 to qualify. It's a race between Eddie Plant and Jason Sinertia for that 3rd spot as around we go. Across the line, it's the 38 of Keith Moreau. Second spot is Mike Hope, and third is the 05 of Eddie Platt. Wow, we saw the 06 tire get hot and burn, and he no longer could jelly. Another consy coming up, the second consy for the street division. We got Jimmy Sylvia in that 116 from Middleborough, a pretty automobile right on the pole. Tony Osuski in car number 7 from Tiverton. Tony will be starting second. And then Jeff Waterman. Now Jeff raced in the other one, black flag. He was in the wrong race. That's why they threw him out. He'll be coming back out for this one if they can get a hold of him and get him started back out here again. He was in the wrong race, so he should be starting third. Nancy Sherman will be starting fourth in that red number 67 car. Then we go to Mike Pierce in the 99. He'll be starting next in line. Mark comes to us from Wareham. Dave Westgate in the 49 automobile from Taunton. Ronald LaRoe in the right race this time. Young man, get off the fence. Get off that fence. Get off that fence. Thank you, sir. Thank you, people, for getting down. Thank you. Wow, Jim Sylvia. He grabbed a big portion of that lead. Only 3 to go. Only 3 are going to do it, so they got to pass Waterman. Waterman's your bubble. Waterman's your bubble car right now. Nancy Sherman wants a piece of it, but it looks like it may be slipping away as she sees the car. Look at the 57 coming on. That's Dave Petty Jr. Dave wants to be in the feature. So far, he has not qualified that automobile. So does the 99. The 99 of Mark Pierce. He wants to be in the feature. They're trying to get up in there, and there goes the 62, and around and around and around goes the 62 automobile, Russ Tetro Jr. He keeps it going. Your leader is Jim Sylvia. Your leader is Jim Sylvia with the 7 of Tony Olszewski, running in second spot, and Jeff Waterman is third. A lot of dirt come out of the second turn. That's going to make that second turn just a bit on the greasy side. There's a lot of dirt come out. Remember, these cars have tread on the tires. These cars have tread on the tires, so they can go through it. Halfway mark, halfway. Jim Sylvia not taking any chances, keeping it right out there in front. Second spot is that 7 automobile of Tony Olszewski and the 120 of Jeff Waterman. Hold on, that 99 of Mark Pierce is moved up to challenge Waterman. Moving up to challenge Waterman for that 3rd spot now is Mark Pierce. Remember, only 3 are going to qualify. So they got to get by as the 65 and the 99 get tangled up, crossed up, straightened out, and away we go again. Consolation event. Nobody's made any money until they get into the feature event, so they want to be among the top 3 to get into that feature. The 65 suddenly found some acceleration coming out of that turn. Arnold LaRoe, and he takes over 4th, and he goes after Waterman as the 99 gets pushed out. With 2 laps to go, the yellow's coming out for the 30 car and the 15. The 30 and the 15 both wrong on the racetrack. Wait, this is going to be, hold on, look out. Nancy, be careful, slow it down here.
8 laps complete, 8 laps.
Green, white, checker coming out. And expect little Bo Peep behavior. Look out! And that's the end of my sermon for the night. The green flag is down. As Waterman had a pretty good, oh, we got a whole lot of things going on. Everybody keeps going. White flag coming up.
You know, Jim, what makes this division tremendous is it's real barn burner action. I mean, this is street stock. That's it.
Explosive, I think, would be the word.
Yeah.
You never know from these young people what's going to happen. The 49 made a heck of a try to qualify. Dave Westgate made a heck of a try to qualify, but I believe Nancy Sherman. 49 made a heck of a try. Waterman was in a qualifying position when he lost his fender and whatever he and the other lad got into as they were discussing the tax rate for the town of Rentham out there on the second turn.
I'll tell you, Jim, as you drive around, take a nice Sunday afternoon drive around the towns and cities of New England, and you see these street stalkers being built in backyards all over the place. This is what it's all about. It really is grassroots racing. Okay, we're into our Sportsman division, our consolation race. This, of course, is the last chance for Sportsman drivers that did not qualify to get into the feature event.
How many will qualify?
That number 15 car on your pole is Kenny Bamford. On the outside is Dave Titus in the 2. Number 18, Steve
How many
Ribby.
are gonna qualify?
The 5th. We're looking for the green flag in our Sportsman consolation. And we've got it. They're underway. They're going to run hard. I can feel it already. Coming around as that number 2 car, Dave Titus, trying to position his way in. Oh, they're getting loose. I'll tell you, they keep getting loose coming into the straight. Into that back straight, Jim, on a turn 2. And you got to wonder what's going on with the track back there. Or if it's simply hijinks. And Titus in the 2 car dropping back, being challenged by the 18 of Steve Ribby. As the field, oh, sideways and landscaping now. This is the number 17 car.
Mike Becker.
Becker's got himself back under control, but that brings him back to in the back of the pack. He started in 5th position. These cars are not dialed in. Ribby in the white 18 car, rounding out the top 3. Your current leader is your pole sitter, Ken Bamford, in the 15 automobile. Bamford, Titus, Ribby, 1, 2, and 3 respectively, and sideways goes the number 8 car. He's trying to maintain it as he approaches the back straight now. Ed Gannon, the 3rd, was really hanging on tight. He's being challenged. He's got a real bump and grind going on with the 31 automobile going on the inside. That's Jeff Goodrow in that 31 car.
That was smoking before in black flag. Looks like he's getting ready to pick up another one. Throwing oil. 20 gets black flag this time. Looks like the 31 though might get black flag for the oil it's thrown.
Ed Gannon in the number 8 car is dropping back now, rounding out the top 5, excuse me, the top 6. He is at this point your final qualifier in this consolation as the 20 car goes to the fence.
You have the 20 car. Forever be.
Oh, sideways! The 31 car got really, really aggressive. The 31 car just got loose and plowed into the automobile in front and got sideways. I think that will be it. We're looking for the green. We're back underway, and again, it's the top 6 that qualify. Back in the back of the 20 car. Rounding out the top 6 right now. Well, things are getting a little loose now as it changes before our very eyes. Still, it's Ken Bamford in that 15 car, number 1. Fighting it out is that 57 car who could be, that's Dean Petty in that 50 car, could end up your final qualifier as number 6.
Look at this. Oh.
And there's where the race is, Jim. It's the 57 car of Petty and the number 13 automobile of Rich McRae.
And they get together hard, Pete.
Fighting it out for that final qualifying position is the 57 and the 13. With one lap to go. McRae, remember, oh, and he goes sideways. Oh, in the same spot. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, Jim, that 13 car of Rich McRae last 2 weeks ago. And we get our checkered flag now. It's Ken Bamford wrapping up the top 6. It looks like the 31 automobile of Jeff Goodrow wraps up the top 6. A tough break from McRae in the 3rd.
Sirigamo in the 8. Kevin Nav in the 25. Jimmy Whitehead in the 56. With 6 to qualify. Last chance for the Pro Stock division. The green is out. George Murray and Johnny Tripp. Boy, there's 2 names we've seen so many years. Right now, 81 and 3. George Murray and Johnny Tripp.
Brett Estelle in the 48 is really running well right now. Hopefully they've locked into whatever the problem was earlier and have straightened it out. And Tony Dias is getting rough behind him. He's bumping him. He's trying to get around. Tony Dias is running very, very hard. Remember, he was black flagged out of the heat. It's Dias in that 22 Alpert's automobile.
Now, Fred is still backing off all the time. Fred's still got problems. Fred's still got problems. You can see him backing off and then taking off again. He's definitely got problems.
Number 10 gets a little sideways all by himself, and there's really no race for the top 4 contenders.
Just like old times, as George Murray in the 81, and Hold on to that 56 as he goes round and round and round. That's Jimmy Whitehead.
And just before that 56, a Cargo black flag.
Just like old times out of the turn. Tripp and Murray. And the green is down. Murray in the 81, Tripp in the 3. The 10 is Mike Bowler. Lenny Bowler, of course, famous builder of race cars. Everybody who ever was anybody drove one of Lenny Bowler's automobiles. Bugsy, Freddie DeSaro, everybody drove. Down the inside now. Tripp goes to the inside of Murray. As Murray had it, Murray got a little bit wide. Tripp goes to the inside.
Oh, sideways they go.
That's the second time on that 25. Can he keep it going? He does.
Kevin Knapp is having a difficult time in that 25. And taking him out of the contention, though. Right now, he was in contender, but right now, the number 8 car is wrapping up the top 6 positions.
Here comes that 22. That 22 of Tony Dias. He wants to qualify, but he's going to get up there and stay in there among the top 6. He's going to stay where he is or better.
Well, Tony Dias is notoriously a hard driver here at Seekonk Speedway.
The Alfred's 22. Alfred's Furniture. There may be no payments due at Alfred's until 96, but Tony Dias wants to get paid tonight. He wants to get into the feature.
And again, Sirignano in that number 8 car who did not do well in the heat is wrapping up the top 6 with no competition. Herb Wright in the 84 is in 7th position with these at least 3 lengths behind Sirignano. They are falling into the groove right now, content just to make the race.
Well, Goldman Taylor puts together a pretty decent automobile, otherwise Johnny Tripp wouldn't be getting into it. And Johnny driving it tonight, leading in this consolation event. That means that there was at least 6 cars faster than he earlier. Right now, he and George Murray. But Johnny needs the experience in this car to get ready to qualify, to get ready to run in the feature event. So Johnny is driving it for all it's worth right now so that he can see how it gets around. Johnny Tripp in the 3, coming home the victor in the consy. Second is George Murray in the 81. Then Bowler in the 10, Dias in the 22. The 0 of Dave Sylvia. And then Henry Sirignano. As we qualify 6 more automobiles for another.
I didn't division here at Seekonk Speedway.
I didn't get any rosters.
Oh yeah, I gave it to you.
No. She hasn't got one either. Silva took it. Silva took it. Sure. Give him a couple of hours on cable and he gets to be a prima donna.
This is up in the hill.
And you know, for some reason, Billy Clark looks like he's put on an awful lot of weight, like he's been eating at Eileen Darling's for the past 3 or 4 years. As a matter of fact, I think that's Mr. Darling Sr. driving that number 1. Look out.
Ready.
Freddie Darling is driving that number 1. Freddie, of course, is, he owns everything down in that corner. And between them, they put together that Eileen Darling's restaurant, the whole business. They own that recreational area across the street. Seekonk, yeah, I couldn't think of it. I'm glad. Thanks, Adrian. I couldn't think of it. Seekonk Grand Prix. I'll be in trouble now with the Darlings forever. But anyway, that's the boss. That's the big man himself. Bringing the one around. He's doing a pretty good job, man. In fact, I think probably after this race would be a good time to see if you can borrow some money because I think he'll give you the world. He's getting around better than, it looks like we got trouble with the 0, the Ford-powered one. He's going on. I think he has a flat. But Turk Gunbay has given Freddie Darling quite a run for his money out there. This Freddie is way out high, but he's cutting Turk off and keeping ahead of him. We could have quite a finish. Johnny Mercury's getting ready with his camera in case it's a photo finish. Coming down. Main course right there is Freddie Dowling in the #1 automobile. And Fred Dowling, the Berkeley used auto, North American auto, #1 automobile. I wonder if there's going to be enough wall space down at Eileen Dowling's restaurant for all the pictures that are going to be put up of this win.
Quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please stop by Victory Lane up on the apron because you get to meet the winning drivers, talk to them, get their autographs. Victory Lane, right up on the apron tonight. It's right near the 94 HJY van. You get to meet the gang there too.
It's Fred Darling in the one.
Is it really?
I didn't know if you knew.
We've been having a ball with it.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because the streets don't go over there anyway. So they can line
Pete,
up.
I do believe that the
Right.
next event is a feature event for the street stocks.
Well, judging by the way they ran in the
Why don't you
heats,
do
this is
that,
going to
then
be a
shut
tremendous
the
race.
sign down again. Let it run through once and then shut the sign down.
As Kevin Poland will be on the pole in that 110 from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, that blue number 110, with Mike Camara in the 86, the Eastern Massachusetts automobile. Pete Fernandez from Carver in the 26. Al Clements from Oak Bluffs. Sonny Clements coming across the waters. Jerry DeGaspari in the 71. He comes from Pawtucket. Steve Blaze in the 6 from Somerset. Bobby Betancourt in the 21 from Tiverton. What a show he put on in the heat. Jeff Sutcliffe in the 36 from Cumberland. Louis Rotundo from West Warwick in the 1. Jimmy Lawrence in the 81 from Somerset. Scott, ready for this?
I love this division. As we get underway, we've got the green. They're really roaring and working hard as the pack really gets tight in the side, the middle. Wow, they're going 4 deep into that back straight as they do the bumping right. Everybody comes out reasonably well, but man, I'll tell you, that was something. And again, that's what I love about this division. It's true grassroots excitement. They've got the speed, but yet these cars are not the, they don't have the finesse that the upper divisions have, so it's just a matter of just running, going sideways.
Bobby Betancourt getting it real bad. Can he get it? Oh, look out, Bob.
Man,
A hard hit on the 45.
45, and this brings out the yellow. Boy, what a mess that was. That's Lenny McQuaid in the 45 straight into the wall.
I think it took him by surprise when he saw Bobby Betancourt. Bob was almost in front of him coming out of the turn.
And they had nowhere to go. Really, really nowhere to go. He's okay, ladies and gentlemen. His net is down in that 45 automobile.
Wow. Did he go?
Little guy with a curly white.
And we're back underway.
See if we use it.
Mike Camara in the 86, and sideways they go again. In turn 1 in the same place. It is a pileup. It is an indescribable pileup with that, oh boy, I'll tell you, never even making it out of turn 1. They just got loose and into the dirt, and off they went.
Those are the most dangerous, that second and third hit ones, because you relax for momentarily. It looks like Nancy Sherman, she's got through it all, but she didn't, the front of her car did not.
Jim, I'll tell you, there was nowhere to go for any of those automobiles. Absolutely nowhere. Well, a lot of dirt and grime is kicking up coming into turn 2 there, Jim. I'm sure that obscures things a bit, makes it slippery. But they're still running hard. No one has lost their nerve, that's for sure.
3 and 4 in the turns. There's too much traffic. Something's got to give. Look out.
And that's exactly what we saw before. It's the 86 car. Mike Camara still in the lead.
Scott Seredinsky won't give up with that 53.
Bowen is now dropping way back in the pack, getting loose as they go almost 4 deep into turn 3.
Mike Camara says, I'm getting out of here.
And now the top 4 leaders are trying to find that groove on the inside apron. It's Camara, the 86, 26 of Pete Fernandez. And in third position is that number 1 automobile, because he got a little loose, Lou Rotundo, who was a heat winner.
No idea.
Is that one of our reporters? Shouldn't be on that side of the fence.
As the field begins to open up, it still sways in the 110 car. Folan gets a black flag. He's got oil coming out that tail end. 110 automobile, Folan will be going to the pits.
Little touch to the number 1 car by the 08. Little touch to Louis as the 08 of Russ Bryant gives him a thank you, ma'am.
I think that's Rocky.
As the field
Should be on that
sways
side.
and rocks.
I think it's Rocky. That's Rocky.
This is rock and roll at its finest right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
Bob Betancourt really burning a tire as that car is coming all the way around on him. He's got an awful push. Dewey up against the fence on the backstretch.
Matt Dewey was in trouble there. He kissed that backstretch. And they go 4 deep again, coming out of turn 3. The 38 car getting loose. Oh, everybody almost gets down into the pavement. I'll tell you, that's where the racing action is down the tail end of the field, because Camara, that 86 car, has really got clean air in first position.
Pete Fernandez is starting to throw the 26 around sideways. You wonder if Pete has got a tire going down as that car stopped working. Just watch it come around. As he's in the turn, he comes around, he straightens it out again.
Matt Dewey's having a tough time trying to get down underneath in that 0-2, Jim. Matt Dewey's got a problem with that automobile. He's fighting hard to keep on to it.
The 08 finally getting by the 1. The 08 gets by the 1. Russ Bryant finally battles by that number 1 of Louis Rotundo. The 08 of Bryant takes over 3rd spot and goes after Fernandez. Fernandez is still hanging that 26 out hard in every turn. Bryant, can he get around him? Look out, Bryant gets under him as Fernandez trying to square it away. Again, Fernandez in trouble with the 26.
They're still kicking up the dust with 5 more to go. Mike Camara has no competition in that first position, the number 86 car, that white car. But the race goes on for 3rd and 4th. Lou Rotundo in that 1 car trying to get down underneath. And he makes his move, he does it. It's the 26 car now, falling behind Rotundo. And your top 3 leaders really have no competition. Camara is now pacing the field.
17. Oh, the 48 just got hit. 48 rolling backwards, out of control.
Backwards on turn 4 is the 48 car.
We are still racing.
Excuse me, the 46 car. I believe.
46, I'm sorry.
Rob Rotundo.
The leader just passed him.
With 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. And the leader has paced and passed the field. Your leader, of course, is the white 86 car, and sideways now goes the 08. Here's your leader, the 86 car, Camara. Well ahead of the entire field. That 46 car, remember, ladies and gentlemen, is way back.
The 08 is 2nd, the 1 is 3rd. Here's your finish.
And there it comes. Here's
1,
your winner, the number 86
2,
car.
3, 4.
Mike Camara in that number 86 car did a tremendous job avoiding trouble this evening in our street stock feature, taking the checker flag.
Kevin Boucher as he interviews Mike Camara, the winner of the street stock feature event.
Mike, by the way, is driving a 79 Camaro, and he's had many wins in the go-kart circuit. Ran this go-kart circuit for 6 years.
Looks like the 116 just went for coffee over there as Jimmy Silva has got some kind of radiator problems. It's overheating, finally overheating. He made it to the end of the race. The minute he shut it down, off she went. Well, we just got ourselves a street stock feature in, and speaking of feature events, can you imagine what next week is going to be like the first time this year in the 95 season that we will see the Offies, the Sescos, the Volkswagens, you name it. We're talking about the original American idea called the Mighty Midgets.
That's right, Jim. Next Saturday will be the first time for the 50th season at Seekonk Speedway that we're bringing the NEMA midgets in.
All in the family, 50 times around.
Ronnie Reed in the 89. On the outside of Reed will be Ken Coleman in the number 6. Glenn Lawton in the 70, the number 19 of Doug Murrow from Asonet. On the outside of that 9th row. Number 15 coming from the consolation is Ken Bamford. You remember he won the consolation race in this. The number 18 car of Steve Rip.
Only had 2 nights to do it. It's unbelievable. The speeds, quality of racing that has risen from this Sportsman division.
Oh boy, I'll tell you, that's a glorious sound as they thunder past the start-finish line. And right away, the 31 car of Jeff Goudreau got sideways. I think pretty much by himself there, Jim.
I don't know whether that means he broke an axle or what happened. Did he spit in his own juices or what? He's got a lot of damage.
There's no race. It's just Mario Andretti's coming.
He's able to get out. They have
Well,
to
they did
pump
give
it
him
up
a
again.
couple of laps to go. And they're back underway, Jim.
Very lousy start. That 9 car got totally out of shape. Oh, Vanesca, totally out of shape. I don't know, is there a wet spot over there?
Excuse me, but high goes Ray Alexander in that 4. He brings it down just in time. But boy, I'll tell you, they go 3 deep coming out of turn 4. Look at that. Oh! The 53 car really just getting a little too aggressive there.
I think everybody got by him. I don't think anybody made contact with him.
Boy, I'll tell you, that 53 car,
Wow.
Stephen Taylor, he really dived down deep trying to find the apron.
45
And
did
he
get
just
contact.
cut everybody off.
45 did make contact with him. And unfortunately, they got too close in the turns.
And again, they're 3 deep.
15 coming out of the
Here
last
comes
minute.
Bamford in that 15 car.
Coming out the last minute. Look at the pouring into that turn. They're not backing off in the turn.
I'll tell you, no one has lost their nerve tonight. Tom Scully there rounding out the top 6.
Oh, sideways.
Oh, and they go. This has been one wreck after another here at Seekonk Speedway.
That's that 16 automobile.
And also into the infield.
The 8 of Ed Gannon, the 3rd. He's on the infield, but he's still rolling. 16.
The 8 now underway. Number 8 car being way back.
Dana Willis.
Slow traffic.
Dana Willis making his move around the outside. Dana Willis in that 55 automobile.
And number 8 car shooting a shower of sparks. He's got Barty parts rubbing there.
He's almost going to be a lap down in a minute. Where'd the 55 go? Yeah, he's leading, right? 55 is leading. Right? Here's your leader, 55.
Dana Willis in the 55 car. Number 4 car.
Alexander getting stuck up behind some of the slower cars as the 99 is squeezing him. The 99 gives him racing room as he comes up on the 8. He's got to back out of there pretty soon. And he is not giving an inch. The Cisco 4. And as we say in my school bus, I'm going to pull over for a coffee break.
Ray Alexander racing hard in that number 4 automobile. Joe Peary in the 3 and down underneath. All trying to get around the lap traffic. That number 8 car is a lap behind.
Very weak. This is better.
And I would not be surprised to see that 8 car get black flag considering the sparks that are flying out of it. And it is slow.
It is a lap. It's a lap car as soon as he gets by him.
And there it is. There's the black flag for the 8 car.
I'm surprised to see how poorly the 12 is running. 12 is not running well at all, Bobby Pellin, and he now gets out of the way. Oh, his front end is collapsed now.
Yeah, he's got problems.
His front end is totally collapsed. Let's hope he can make it all the way around, but his front end has collapsed. There's the 8 making it to the pits.
We're down to halfway to our Sportsman feature.
55 you later, 55 Dana Willis you later, 55 you later, 55.
What car? What car was it?
With the 3 of Joe Perry trying to get underneath the 4 of Ray Alexander. 55 continues to bring him around.
That's quite an intense race, those top 3 right now. Alexander going high. Manfred in that 15 automobile trailing behind.
We have races going on all over the racetrack here tonight. Each one driving their own individual race against the other guy. The 55 comes in on the 2. This may spell some difference right now as they come in on that 2 car. To left the 2. The 4 has to, oh, he just hang on there. Ray had to do some fancy driving to get around the inside of the 2, and he nearly lost it going into the turn in that 4 car.
And now the 2 cars dropping behind. He's got problems. This game Titus in that 2 automobile. And Manfred in the 15 car also limping his way to the fence. The field is thinning out.
A very, very fast Dana Willis. Joe Perry in that 3 with 5 to go, 5 to go, 5 to go. 5 to go. As the Bavaris number 3, Joe Perry from Swansea, puts the pressure on that Dana Willis automobile. Once again, Ray Alexander, hold on to that 16. Ray Alexander in the Hollister Bow Brothers 4 is out there. He's waited until 5 laps to go to make his move. Has he waited too long?
Oh, the number 9 car gets a little sideways, almost taking out his partner there. Almost taking out that 42 car, which dropped back now. But Vanessa got sideways in that back straight. Very close call.
You want my jacket?
I just don't know what's going on down there.
With the white flag out, the 89's a little bit side saddle. White flag out. There's the 9 going into another spin again as he made his move up beyond the 3. Here we go with the finish. Coming down. It is the 55 as your winner, Dana Willis. Whoa, hold on to that 08 as he's totally out of control. The 08 going totally out of control. Coming out of the turn, Rob Murray, and he just, I don't know whether he lost a tire or what he did. He was totally out of control coming out of that turn. He knew he was in trouble. Whoop. Well, Dana Willis, he did it to him.
Basically, I'm winging it.
Lincoln Rockers Plastering, sponsored automobile. Tire something.
I don't know. I can't see without my glasses, and all I got is my sunglasses.
Dana Willis taking that all important,
Isn't it in the thing?
all important ride around. And he'll be going up to Victory Lane to talk with Kevin Boucher here in just a minute.
He came into a lot of money.
You did have a chance.
He doesn't need smiling.
Oh, Matt. All right, I didn't have to do it.
Matthew.
I just told him that the crews were coming out, but I think we're having an intermission first.
Oh, I just want him to put the NEMA sign on. Put the midgets on, Matt.
Unless he went to the men's room, maybe.
You think he needs a pump?
Dave Blanchard from Middleborough with the beautiful blue number 74 will be starting in 3rd spot. 4th spot, the gentleman from South Attleboro, Massachusetts, the perennial car number 33 of Ray Lee. In the 41 automobile from South Dartmouth. Now we've had people ask us what happened to Airco. That VOC gases that you see on the side of the 41 Atlas is the same thing. That's the corporate name, and they mean that they drop the Airco. VOC is Airco or Air Automobile. The red car comes up, car number 23 next, and that's Mr. Steve Canning. Steve Canning. Passport also is car number 88 of Bobby Tripp. Bobby Tripp. From Warwick comes the 99 automobile, the beautifully prepared yellow numbered 99 of Wayne Dion. The 18 car, new colors for the 18 this year as the Berkeley, Massachusetts automobile, car number 18, Tex Barry Jr. The car built Dias.
Anthem, and then the guys walk to their cars because we've just introduced them.
From Somerset comes the number 9 automobile, Mr. Chad Chase.
Yeah, when they get all out here, they're going to stand in line for the national
The
anthem.
Hydrostop Roofing
A moment
92
of silence
from
for
Fall River,
those
it's
who've
Greg
gone by and
Lassard.
on to Gentlemen, start your engines. Yeah, you say that. Promises, promises.
Very hard to talk with you guys, no, she did it to me again. Car is driven tonight by the perennial driver, the fellow that's normally behind the wheel of the Big Macs that he owns, Mr. John Tripp, ladies and gentlemen, driving the 3. The 81, it's from Tiverton, car number 81, the owner-operator of Tiverton Auto Body, Mr. George Murray. Starting back in 19th position from East Freetown in that black number 10 automobile, it's Mike Bowler. Alongside of Mike, it's the number 22 from Riverside of Tony Dias Jr. In the 0 from Warwick, it's Dave Sylvia. The 8 automobile from Abington, Henry Sirignano. The 84 car from Brockton of Herb Wright. And from Norton in the 55, it's Mark LaBounty.
Okay, so they're going to line up.
I would like to have my moment of silence before the national anthem.
Oh, before it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. They're going to line up right now?
Yeah, they are lined up right now, so
Okay.
I'll just say.
I listen to it. That's I know I've seen.
Oh, I listen to all that stuff. Ron Della Chiesa, all those guys.
I listen to it.
Come on, Greg.
Okay, Johnny Tripp. Remember Johnny driving the 3 car? Greg decided having a bit of a problem getting the 92 underway. My name's. You can't have my names. For gosh sakes, they're
How
going
did
to
I get him? I don't know how.
Looking for the green, coming down in. It's green and going. It's green and going with Rich Caparco taking the green and rolling with it. A lot of slipping and sliding, and the yellow is out. The yellow is out. The yellow is out. Something wrong. Something wrong.
Got the green. Oh, and it's a beautiful field as they make their way around the circuit. Oh, really? We get the bump and grind. Everybody comes out of it in one piece, but it really gets tangled up 3/4 of the way through the field. Zero car, he's got some pretty heavy damage in the front end. His hood is kind of rippling in the wind. Dave Sylvia in that zero car. Caparco, of course, your leader in the double zero. Our feature winner 2 weeks ago. Excuse me, no, Fred Estelle was our feature winner 2 weeks ago.
Quite a pack there following through the Lenny Ellis automobile. A pack of twos. Hold on! Sideways goes the 01. The 01 sideways straightens it out.
And that zero car, again, of Sylvia, is going to end himself in the pits because he cannot see past that windshield. And Sylvia gets the black flag.
That's the Sweeney automobile. Jimmy Kuhn has got his hands full with the 01, trying to keep it going in a straight line. Jimmy Kuhn trying to keep it going as Tex Berry's right behind him. Tex Berry trying to get under him. In that 18. Your leader is Rich Caparco. Rich Caparco running first with Dave Blanchard in that blue number 74 is second. Lenny Ellis having a great run tonight. Lenny Ellis having a great run in that 41 automobile.
Well, Caparco is not being challenged at all in the double zero.
Here comes
He's
Rick.
got himself 3 car lengths lead.
Here comes Rick.
And Rick Martin in the 94-inch JY New England Tech car now making his move, calling on Lenny Ellis in the 41. Martin getting high on the outside, looking to maintain and overtake. A big night for Rick Martin. He's got a lot on the line with his sponsors here tonight.
Caparco knows the only chance he's got is to get out there and stay out there, as every time the other cars get involved in traffic, trying to pass each other, it slows them down. Caparco out in front, drives the fast lane. He's got to, because there's a high-flying bunch of cars right behind him.
And again, Martin in that 94 car really running hard, trying to take on Ellis around high. It's a tough thing to do. Ellis is running very, very fine. Ellis is running the best we've seen him yet.
Ellis taking a wide inside groove that's carrying Martin a little higher than Martin wants around the racetrack.
I don't know if Martin's got the power to get around him like that high. But he's doing it. Rick Martin is really doing a tremendous job. Martin in that 94 car, and that's where the race is, ladies and gentlemen, right now in second and third position as Martin overtakes him and Len Ellis drops back.
Bobby Tripp has suddenly developed some kind of extra horses as Bobby Tripp in the 88 making his move up around the outside as he floors that red 88 and drives it through the turn.
You know, you gotta wonder if there's an aerodynamic vortex going on right now, if they're actually able to draft and they're picking up on that as we approach our halfway mark.
Now Caparco has troubles. He has Rick Martin up around the outside.
And into the infield goes the 29 car.
Manny Dias in the 29 having problems. There's Martin up on the outside of Caparco with the 88 right behind him, and the yellow is out.
And we're under yellow as
Yes.
Ray Dion almost gets airborne. Got up on Lenny Ellis in the 41 car. Oh, boy.
And Lenny having one of the best rides of his career.
17.
With 17 laps down, Lenny Ellis sustaining a lot of damage on
Caparco takes the grade and he runs with it with that 94 of Rick Martin on the outside. Rick Martin trying to stay with him. And Tripp manages to stay with them both.
Oh, they are just shotgun bullets as they make their way around. These cars are just driving tremendously well.
Caparco using a wide track again. But Tripp may take advantage of this and make it 3 deep if he keeps that up. Caparco a little loose. You see the rear end kick out just a bit.
Rick Martin showing no fear at all as Caparco tries to shove him up high, looking for the apex of that turn. He pushes down into the turn. What a job! Martin
Rick has
passes
a
Caparco.
Rick squared it off, leaned on his fender a bit, came down through and took over the lead.
And now Martin, and now Tripp, and in third it's Caparco.
Lenny Ellis not seeming to be too badly affected by the loss of his Left front fender continues up there in the top 6. As Dion moves into 4th spot, gets into a little jam up. The 74 gets into a jam up with Lenny Ellis.
And now the pack opens up that top 3. 94, 88, Caparco and the 00 being challenged now by Wayne Dion in that yellow 99 car.
Jeff Thompson and Dick Houlihan. Jeff Thompson in the 46 and Houlihan in the 1. Trying hard up the outside to get up there with 10 laps to go. 10 to go, Pete.
And look at Caparco and Dion in the 0099 racing and dragging it out. And Dion trying to make his move, pushing down out of that turn. Could this be Rick Martin's win? And what a sweet victory this would be if he can pull it off. But he is constantly challenged by that 88 car and Bobby Tripp, and Tripp is not about to let him go easily into that good night. As the race continues for 5th and 6th position, Lenny Ellis. It's the number 74 car of Dave Blanchard. Tex Barry Jr. in the 18 trying to make his move around. Blanchard wrapping up the top 5 in that 74 car. And now the 55 is down.
He had to get out of it fast because of the trouble with the 92, Pete, and he just didn't pick it up afterwards. We may go into a yellow situation. We may be coming to a yellow.
We're down to 5 laps.
This will go yellow. This will go yellow. This is the last thing that Rick Martin wants.
Oh, a very, very difficult break
30
for
laps
Rick Martin.
complete, 30 laps.
With 30 laps complete, this is going to be a tough one to pull off for Martin in that 94 because Bobby Tripp is running and we've got a clean start, and it's tremendous racing. It really is tremendous racing. There goes Martin. Martin trying to hang on as Tripp comes around the outside.
Rick is using a lot of the racetrack. Martin is using a lot of the racetrack. Down the inside goes the 88.
And we got a blown motor in Tex Barry's number 18 car, who was having troubles earlier.
And we got water, oil, and corruption all over the racetrack.
You know, I'll tell you, when we were initially under the yellow, Tex Barry in that 18 car was having a lot of fluid coming out of it, and he went into the pit during the yellow. And this brings us back under another caution, and again, the nerves.
This night, Rick Martin.
Oh, Jim, I'll tell you, Rick Martin got a jump go.
The 9 got around backwards, but I think we're going to go right to a caution as Chad Chase got that number 9 really into a flag and to drive that automobile as the green is out.
And again, Martin gets the jump. Bobby Tripp trying to make some way.
It's all yours.
Rick Martin is really gunning it and going it, but I'll tell you, Tripp is really a competitor. Bobby Tripp can still take this race as he gets loose. Tripp gets loose, loses a little bit of ground. Rick Martin trying to hang on by using as much track as possible. Tripp going into those turns high and wide, trying to stuff out. Oh, and we got another wreck now in turn 4. We're still under green. No, now we've got yellow. We are under yellow.
Mark LeBounty is hard up against the rail here, and Harry Serrano has lost a portion of his suspension, I believe.
Sirignano did not hit the wall, but Labonte did.
I think his suspension is gone. His wheels, no, he's all right, I guess. It looked like his suspension was gone. He just locked everything up tight.
Yeah, I think Sirignano just tried to get out of the way. Looking for the green. Oh, and Tripp gets a little bit of a lead there. I don't think that made. We got a yellow. And this time it was Bobby Tripp that really jumped. Already as Martin tries to push Tripp up high in the green, and he doesn't. What a move that was, Jim. Before the race even got underway in the green, Martin was already pushing Tripp up.
White flag, white flag.
This is the most exciting action we've seen in many, many a race. As Rick Martin fights hard to maintain that lead, looking for the checker on this, his night, his sponsor's night. He's got it. It's Rick Martin in the 94 car.
And he throws it all sideways.
The 94 HJY New England Tech automobile.
New England Tech 94-1 HJY. He'll be going over to Victory Lane in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, behind us, as we get going with the next event of the evening. And holy smokes, I think we still have to see the Formula 4s. We've got 2 feature events still to go as the Formula 4s are coming up. Also, in the back parking lot, we found a bunch of house keys. We found a bunch of business keys. All I can say is they're business keys. They may be house keys. They're business keys. Check your keys. Check your keys. We have a set of keys. I got them up here. Got to be able to describe them to me somewhat reasonably, you know, other than the fact that they're keys. So check your pockets for your keys, because if you lost them, you're not going to get into your house when you get home, or somebody's house when you get home. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Martin, the winner, the one that he's going to remember, ladies and gentlemen, is the first of the Formula 4 feature events. Changing things around a little bit. If you have not seen the Formula 4s, you have not seen racing action. These automobiles, there's a $1,000 bounty on them. You can buy any one of them if you're the guy behind them for $1,000. It's an involved process, but what it does is it keeps them from going and putting $100,000. 33, was it? Was there 28 car? I know, 28. Reckon back. Look out! Yeah, quarter cord. Look at the grid. And oh, hold on to that 559. Bang, bang, bang. Can we get out of there? Let's see. And the yellow comes out as we didn't make it through the first turn. Fellas, yellow flag. Take it easy. Take it easy now. Take it easy. Assisting. Green in racing. Crystal Pond, hold on, who's in for a ride? The 19 of Richard Duffy goes round and round and round. Can he get it going again? Get most of that 4-cylinder running again? Come on, get it going. There we go. I'm not going to say it. You're not going to get me in that kind of trouble tonight. Oh, Crystal Pond has got the dubious distinction of being out in the front. Robbie Longo in the 21 is running second. Here's your leader, the 94. Summer Auto Supply 94 in the lead. Bobby Blanchette in that 82 is trying to get up through there. That's the half orange, half blue black car. Here's your leader, 94. 94 is your leader. 21 is second. Third place is the 81. 81 of Dave Banville is third. Blanchette in the 92 is fourth. And the 4 car, Jerry Berthollet trying to stay with him. Whoa. The 21 of Longo has got that, really got that thing out there running, as that 94 Chris DuPont is hauling. At the halfway mark, Chris DuPont still has the 94, getting around good shape. Tiverton Auto Body automobile. Now the 02. The 02. Ray Parent has gotten underneath Blanchette. Ray Parent in the 02 is now running third. Started way in the back. The 02 is now running third. He started way, way, way back there. He's ahead of Blanchette. Blanchette, he's pulling him down the back straightaway. But will there be time? There's the leader, the 94. 94, the black 94 is first, the 21 is second, and the 02 is third. The 92 is fourth. Then the 81 is fifth. All unofficial. Just as I sees it, the 94 continuing its way around. That 94 is Chris DuPont. Chris DuPont. We have, what, 2 laps to go? And white flag coming out for the 94. White flag for the 21. White flag for the 02 and for the 82. And it looks like it's going to be coming out of the backstretch. Your leader is now in the third turn. Your leader coming across the fourth turn. Here is your winner of the first feature, number 94. It's Chris DuPont from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Chris DuPont from Portsmouth, Rhode Island wins the first one. As we get ready to go with the second of the Formula 4s, we're going to run them right through. It's Chris DuPont and that 94 automobile. He'll take Tiverton Auto Body. Christopher DuPont. Okay, as they come out now, for the second of the Formula 4s, there's three of these features. The second of the Formula 4s is Dave Gavlik in car number 14 from Rumford, Rhode Island, with Johnny Belmont in the 47 from Pawtucket. Mike, that was better. You guys have still got a little, little noise left in you there. Mike Lopes from Wareham in car number 72. He'll be behind car number 47, John Belmont. Threw that in. Ha ha. Russ Horsfall from New Bedford in car number 7. Stanley Sherman in the 20 from Lakeville. Car number 73 is Bart Langlois from Pawtucket. 34 with the 42, Stacy Holowak from Somerset, and that's the way they line up. Once again, Dave Gavlik, the 14, John Belmont in the 47, Mike Lopes is 72, Russ Horsfall's number 7, Stanley Sherman's number 20, Mark Langlois 73, Jesse Manchester's 43, Dana Savory's 78, Mike Butts is 63, Kyle Marchand's 46, Russ Harris is 32, Brian Damon the 67, 33 is Garth Rowe, 74 is Keith Lesniak, Herrick Snow is in the 83 with the 90 of Harry Vega, Robert Sylvia is 89, 62 is Patty Fitzgerald with Greg Bagnell in the 34, and at 42 is Stacy Holovac. I couldn't help going looking for that green flag as they come down. Dave Gavlik says, yes, I'm ready, here we go. And I'm not going to do it. Here we go. And down the backstretch goes Dave Gavlik, trying to stay ahead of a very, very fast-moving John Belmont. And the 20 car of Stanley Sherman. Stanley Sherman has moved very quickly up around the outside. He's giving Gavlik a bad time. He and Gavlik touch going into the backstretch. They back apart. Gavlik ends up staying in the lead, and the 20 of Stan Sherman ends up in second spot and holding on. Russ Horsfall in the 7 car. He's staying out of it. They're all staying out of it as Gavlik, and now Sherman down the inside catches Gavlik asleep and takes over the lead. Gavlik has the lead. Sherman has Stan Sherman has the lead. Sherman with the lead. Gavlik is second. And the 46 of Kyle Marchand is making time. He's trying to get by. And look out, he's getting squeezed between the 63 and the 7. But Kyle Marchand moves up quickly to take over third spot. Marchand takes over third. Your leader is car number 20, Stan Sherman. Stan Sherman with the... Ooh, he's sliding into the left traffic. He's got to be careful. As he's working his way through, the black flag coming out for the... I think it's the 83. I think that's the 83's getting the black, I'm not sure. Here's your leader, the 20 automobile. That's Stan Sherman from Lakeville, one of the Sherman cars. Having an easy ride so far. He's got a pretty good portion of the lead as we got a something let go on somebody over in the backstretch. Who's that, the 29? Can't quite see it if it is the 29.
7 laps complete, and that's
7 laps complete.
Is in 89.
Looking for that green flag. Let's see what's going to happen now. Oh, and we're going. As that 46 pulled out of line, and was warned. That's Kyle Marchand. Whoa, the 20 gets into the little bit into the dirt, and he got off the edge of the track. Can he regain his lead? Can he regain his lead? It's Kyle Marchand. He's off the track again. Don't forget he's getting a little bit squirrely by getting into that stuff. Tried to shorten it up a little bit too much, and look out, he carries Kyle Marchand way out wide. The 14 of Dave Gavlik has taken over the lead again. Can he get by him? White flag! It's all gonna happen this time as Sherman gets under Gavlik into the turn. Sherman is trying to take Gavlik down the backstretch. Sherman has him. Now the 46 is trying to get Sherman. Coming out of the turn, across the line. Whoa! It's Sherman in the 20. Whoa! And the 46 finishing in second spot. Gavlik thought it was going to be all his race again, but it didn't work out that way. But and Triumph Auto Glass. Snap-on man. Joey Jackson, Snap-on man. He's another sponsor of the Sherman automobile. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen next. On the final one of the evening, Eddie Tebow in kind of a 53 from Tiverton. Richie Barry, not Barry's kid. Richie Barry from Central Village, Connecticut, car number 05. Sponsored by Spafco Race Chassis in Preston, Connecticut. Just happens to be his father's company. Ron Castro Jr. from Attleboro in the 0. Billy Jalbert from Westport in the 01. Robin Sloan from Seekonk in the 31. 26, Tom Kiefer Jr. from Warwick. 26, Tom Kiefer Jr. Pat Marino from West Warwick in the 15. Mike Brightman, number 17 from New Bedford. Joe Pimentel in the 86 from Jamestown. Scott Banville in the 9 from Tiverton. Donnie Estrella in the 93 from East Providence. Robert Rowe from Warren, Rhode Island in the 6. Skip Potter from Providence in the 18. Cheryl Doobie from Pawtucket in the 8. You were louder last time. Cheryl Doobie from Pawtucket in the 8. Better. It's going to be marked down on that. Greg Jacobs from Oak Bluffs in the 95 with Scott Fitzgerald from Pawtucket in the 03. Imagine having the name Scott Fitzgerald. Of course, everybody puts the F in front of it. F, Scott, you know. We're not supposed to make fun of people's names. So. And 4 cylinders of everything else. Ready to go. The green is out. Building. You don't build things during a race. Okay. You don't build things during a race. We forgot to make, hold on, in backwards, hard, over the roof. Over the roof, we're going to a red. We got to roll over in the backstretch. We go to a red. We go to a red. Get that ambulance out there. We go to a red. He went over nice and easy. Let's hope he can get out quickly. He's out. He's out, folks. He's out okay. Al Rod is very upset with the 37 automobile because the red is on and Robin is being told green and going, we're ready to go, complete restart. Let's see what's going to happen this time to that 53 automobile, Eddie Tebow. Eddie Tebow has got that thing rolling. The 05 of Richard Barry. Richard Barry gets around the outside, put together by a fellow that's got an awful lot of racing experience, Mr. Art Barry. If Richard listens to him at all. His father gave me a jacket that I still have. It must be at least 25, 30 years old. I can't even get it on. That's how different time people shine. It's 909. His father gave it. It's my oldest piece of racing memorabilia, I think, is that jacket. Your leader is the 05, Rich Barry, Preston, Connecticut. Central Village, Connecticut, I'm sorry. Originally, they were out of Bill Slater's old garage. I don't know if that's still the same or not. I haven't seen him for years. Halfway mark as Barry continues to bring that 05 around. Barry bringing the 05 around and running in a strong second spot, holding it down, but being challenged right now by the 01 of Billy Jalbert is that 53 of Eddie Tebow. Eddie Tebow, or Tebow, whichever way you want to do it, and the 15 automobile, which I don't have. So it'll have to go. Oh yeah, there is Pat Marino. Pat Marino. Barry Shaw from Holbrook in that 85, that pretty red automobile, blue automobile is Barry Shaw from Holbrook. I never got to announce his name. Hold on, that 32 a little bit sideways. 37, I mean. 37 was a little sideways. Yeah, leader right now is still Richard Barry with 2 more times around. There's your leader, the 05 of Richard Barry. Elrod coming by. This could be the victory. Here, you winner. Richard Barry in the 05. Not Barry's book. 05. He'll be going out to victory lane, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll be able to get his pictures and autographs and all that sort of thing over there. Don't forget, next Saturday night, folks, it is going to be the Mighty Midgets. Get here early. We'll be opening up early. They'll be all outside at the back, in the front of the building here. And you'll get a chance to renew some old acquaintances. The Mighty Midgets will be here next Saturday night, along with a full slate of automobile racing. Until next Saturday night, speaking for Pete Silva, myself, on behalf of the entire family of D. Anthony Vendetti, we ask you to say a prayer tonight for Ron